DroneUp started in 2016. We started off as a drone service provider. We assembled a network of licensed drone pilots across the country into our network, and then we deployed those pilots across the country to do different types of missions. The drone delivery process is really a safe and efficient way of getting these packages to the customer's house. And the way it works is the customer orders a product on the website. One of our store employees goes into the store and gets the product. We bring it out and attach it to the drone, but our software also takes the customer's address and autonomously plans a delivery over to their house and plans the entire flight plan from the hub over to the customer's house, and does it in a way that avoids crowded areas, busy streets, schools, fire stations, things that we shouldn't be flying over. It avoids all of that and then chooses the most efficient route over to the customer's house. Usually the drone goes up to about 300 feet over to the customer's house and then lowers down. The drone will lower down to about 85 feet, but it will hover at 85 feet and then tether the product down to the customer's house, either their driveway, their sidewalk, their front yard, those types of different places right now. And so the drone stays at a very safe distance where no interaction, no human interaction or otherwise can come into contact with it. It's staying pretty high up into the ground, and then the product is just tethered down.
I think people should be excited about drone delivery because it brings products to your doorstep quickly. And right now, the average time from the time the order is placed until we're delivering is about 22 to 24 minutes. There's no other type of delivery method that's going to get it there that quickly. But secondly, we're bringing it safely into neighborhoods. It's saving what is already struggling infrastructure, fewer potential incidents of vehicles and kids and other incidents in the neighborhood. But also it allows people to get that last minute item they need quickly and quietly. And I add quietly because there's always a question about how loud are these when they're flying into the neighborhood. And we have to point out to people, if they haven't had the opportunity to experience it, the sound profile is actually more quiet than the UPS truck driving down the street. So it's not a question of sound, and it's not a question of privacy, because we don't record anything, we don't take any pictures. We use the cameras on there solely for safety and operations.
Safety is obviously a major and probably the most critical thing that we focus on every single day. That comes in multiple flavors, because it comes first in the flavor of how do we ensure that the drones are safe? We have multiple levels of redundancy. Our communication protocols that are on the drone ensure high reliability of that communication, so that at any point we are able to maintain command and control of the vehicle. It also means that we have a parachute on the drone, so if the unavoidable thing does happen, then we have the capabilities of bringing the drone down safely to the ground without actually causing major damage. One of the more unique aspects, though, is that we don't actually pilot the drones. While we do have a pilot that's in the loop, largely the pilot's responsibility is to validate that it's safe to take off, and currently they also validate visually that it's safe to deliver, but the entire routing process is fully automatic.
If you think about the elderly people and getting the things that they may need, either food or prescriptions, for them delivered so that they don't have to get onto the road. Stay-at-home moms and dads who their child is sick at midnight and they need some Pedialyte, or they need some child Motrin. They don't have to get into the car. We can fly it over to their house. This is a way for them to get the things that they need in a way that is easier and doesn't put them at risk. But there's also tremendous social impacts for drone delivery. I mean, it reduces CO2 emissions in communities. It reduces traffic accidents. It reduces wear and tear on roads because there's less cars on the road.
Because this is a new industry, there's so many opportunities for people to come in and learn what we're doing. We created the training academy at Richard Bland College so that anybody, whether they had a high school degree or whether they were a retired firefighter, could go to the academy, learn the basics, go to the field as a flight engineer, and then from there build a new career or an initial career and move throughout the organization. People say, well, how do I get into drone operations? there's a good answer for that, but the most important thing to realize is when our company is growing like it's growing, it's opportunities in IT, human resources, marketing, training, all over the company. We were 12 people in January 2021, 72 people in January 2022, and we're over 500 people today. And when a company is growing that quickly, that creates so many opportunities, not just to start your career here, but to grow a career here.